Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Zone Focus channel. My name is Chris and thank you again for stopping by. I actually recorded this earlier in a different location, and when I looked back at the video to start it, I found out that I had a pretty big booger in my nose. So I cut that part of the video out and decided to re-record it, and this is what you're seeing right now. Enjoy the video.
Good morning. My name is Joseph. I am Nashville native. Studio TPG is my photo studio. But with that, I wanted to do a lot more with connecting the analog and film community here in Nashville. So really quick for the route. It's a really quick route today because I didn't want to have y'all out here just walking. But we're doing, it's a 30-minute walk on a straight walk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out, we're gonna turn left on 11th. We're gonna go all the way down 11th. And we'll stop by Bongo Java that's up here. If anybody wants to grab a coffee or a snack or water, anything.
Hopefully this wind ain't killing the audio. But anyway, just got a portrait of John. John was just sitting on the side of the street. He looked real cool. He had him a little, nice little fit on. He was just chilling, cooling. So I went over, talked to him, chatted him up a little bit. And I think I got a pretty good portrait of him. The frame looked really nice. It's gonna be black and white, but you'll see it in the video. Damn, my arm is hurting right now. I'm gonna put the camera down. Yeah, YouTube Zone Focus. Zone Focus YouTube
I was
channel.
telling him that he looked familiar, but of course I had never seen him in person. So you see somebody on YouTube and you see him in person, it's a difference.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and say it. I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't. You look taller on YouTube.
Like,
Yeah, if you're not
tall.
seeing them and seeing a person, next to another person, you know how tall they are. You have no perspective.
Yeah, you really don't.
Is that a zoom lens? Is that a zoom lens?
It is, yeah. 70.
Yep, that's me.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, the last video was posted like a year ago, so.
So you're trying to get some more content.
I'm
put
trying to,
something
that's
together.
what I got this thing for,
I
because
got you.
I'm like.
I see the small rig and all that on there.
Yeah. I got the pieces. You know, you just buy up gear.
Right. Same.
And I haven't started using it yet, so.
I know with 6'7", that would be a 75. Hey, my name is Joseph Patrick. I'm a photographer here in Nashville, born and raised. Today we did the Film Photo Meetup spring photo walk. We based it out of Artifacts, Nashville, camera shop out in East Nashville. So was really happy, pleased with the turnout. I think we had about 30 people to show up today. We did some giveaways, did some free film for some people, gift cards, t-shirts, had a really good walk, had a really good time with people. And we just love to do some more, get the community together, do some other stuff, teach studio, teach how to put a photo book together, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what he said. And if you don't know, he has been around doing this for a really long time. I'm talking about years at this point. We ain't gonna put age out there. But I've known this guy for a long time, and he is doing great work here in the community. Like this, I've been going for a while. I came back, and my biggest gripe is there ain't nothing to do, and he's doing it. So I'm excited for today. Today was a really good day. I'm excited to see what we're gonna do in the future, especially with the studio stuff. And yeah. All right, we're back in the car, and my mic is hot again, so I'm not gonna talk so loud because the mic is hot, and this car is hot. This car is hot as well. It was interesting walking around out here in East Nashville. This isn't somewhere that I've ever walked around, even though I'm from here, and I've just never walked around on this side of the city. So it was a really good time walking around. Met a lot of cool people, and a lot of people showed up today.
Team Eric Louie. Our audio engineer was Neil Rauch. Our production team at How I Built This includes Alex Chung, Carla Estevez, Casey.
It's the next day, and we're gonna go make another photo. So yesterday we did the photo walk. I didn't really take many pictures yesterday when I was out, and then I still got maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 photos left on my Rolleiflex. I really want to finish that roll because there's a photo on there that I want to get developed and see if it came out well enough to print, which is the photo of John, which you either saw in the video. If not, I'll show it right now. So the photo of John, I really want to get that done because I would love to print it out and take it back to him and give it to him. Anyway, where we're going now, we're going to an area called Opryland, or Two Rivers, and there's a group of like these really big American flags that are out there by this car dealership. It's very American because the flags are so incredibly huge, but I wanted to see if I could at least scope it out and see if there's a good place that I could like possibly make a photo of the flags. We'll see how that goes when we get there, because I've never really driven around over there much. So once we get out there, we'll see how that goes. Might make a photo, might not, just depends on what's happening when we get out there. So let's go do that. Safety first, always put on your seatbelts. Originally, I was gonna go take pictures of these flags. When I got out there, the flags were so far away from each other, it didn't work out. So I ended up getting back in the car, started driving, and on the way back home, I came across this place that basically was hit by a tornado. Now this place got hit, I don't know, it had to have been maybe like 2-3 months ago at this point, but it's still pretty damaged. I'm gonna go over here and try to see if I can make a photo of this house that's broken down and yeah, at least finish this road, but let's see what we can do. So they've actually bulldozed a lot of this area. Compared to what it looked like beforehand, this whole area looks, I mean, completely different. The tornado wiped out what used to be a home right here in this area where I'm standing, and then the home that's right here behind me right here has, I mean, the roof was completely torn off of it, windows blown out, it collapsed in on itself. And it really left this area in really bad condition. So while I was walking around out here, I just kind of noticed something pretty crazy. I stepped up onto this little platform to make a picture and of the house that's really broken down over here. And then I looked down at the ground and I noticed that I'm actually standing inside of a house. So if you look at this is actually the floor, or like the driveway or something of another house. It kind of looks like the inside of, like a floor that would be inside of the house. And then there's another platform right there. And then you can kind of see right here the bricks that are laid around, which would have been, I would think, the outside of the house. But it's just kind of weird to kind of look around and see what's on the ground, like this right here. Like this is a earbuds case that's just right here on the ground, and then a little lamp, and then there's like clothing, kind of all of these little pieces of someone's life that's just kind of scattered around on the ground over here. And it's just crazy because the tornado actually hit in the middle of the night, and it caught all of these people off guard. And it's kind of sad to see, not even kind of sad, I mean it is sad to see the condition that the family's house was in. But this is something that I pass by coming from work on the way home pretty often, and to kind of see it go from like a really nice area to, rubble is kind of crazy. So I was just walking across the street, about to leave the area that I just got done taking these photos in, and a car that had passed by when I first got out, they had slowed down as I was kind of sitting there on the side of the street by my car. Didn't think anything by it, and I just kept going. And then anyway, as I was getting ready to leave, the car came back and pulled up and kind of slowed down, and the people stuck their head out. I was like, can I help you with anything? And I'm like, no, I'm just taking pictures. I remember seeing this house growing up. I used to drive by this area pretty often and saw this area. Oh. Yeah, and I saw this area a lot growing up. The house that was right here was a really unique house, and come to find out, the people who pulled up were actually the relatives of the people who owned the house. The guy was like, it was a guy and a lady, and the guy was like, it was his grandfather's house, and his grandfather had built that house with his hands. And yeah, so we sat and talked for a minute. They were, really nice, and the guy told me about, let me fix y'all a little off balance. Anyway, yeah, he told me about the house, how he grew up in the house and what he was doing in the house when he was younger, and walking from here across the train tracks and kind of going to different places. And it was cool to kind of hear him firsthand. I wanted to ask him for a portrait, but it was him and it seemed like his wife, and they seemed like they probably were headed somewhere else. And he said that he was disabled as well. So yeah, I hadn't really gotten out I didn't want to get too close to the inside of the house, just because this area is pretty heavy on homeless and meth users. And funny enough, when the guy pulled up, he said yesterday night he pulled up and there was a little fire inside because there was people cooking meth inside of the house. So like I said, I didn't want to get too close to it. There's an interesting house right up the road a little bit, but I don't want to walk on anybody else's property. Everybody else's property is kind of like blocked off a bit. This one is still fairly open, so I decided to walk onto it. But it was interesting just talking to the guy, and they were really nice about it, and didn't really give me a hard time or anything, but just wanted to see what I was doing. And yeah, didn't really want for this to take a kind of sad turn, but it's still interesting. And the guy told me that everybody was safe and okay, so I think that's the biggest plus out of this entire thing. So let's go. I guess about this entire thing is always be thankful for what you have, because you never know when you're gonna lose it or if you're gonna lose it. Always be thankful for what you have, because literally these people had a house that had been built in like the 20s or the 30s, almost 100 years old, and overnight it was completely ripped away from them, gone. All of their belongings just thrown all over the place. So just be thankful, be happy for what you got, because you never know when you're going to lose it. So be thankful for it when you got it, and bless some other people who might not have it, because you don't know anybody else's story. You don't know what anybody else is going through. So, always be thoughtful when it comes to stuff like that. So now we're coming up to the end of this video. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It's been a fun couple of days. What I want you all to do is let me know down in the comments below how you feel about it. If you like this vlog style video, let me know. Put it down in the comments, type that in, and I'm gonna read it and respond to you, because that's what I do. But anyway, let me know. I liked it. It was fun. This is something good because I haven't shot anything in the last year and a half. Little to no video. I shot the most photos in the past 2 days that I have in the last year and a half. So it's felt really good to get out. The weather's feeling good right now, and got the chance to make some photos. Switching arms, because my arm is killing me. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel, and like, comment, subscribe. As always, stay zone focused. I'll holler at you later. Peace.